Morning, boys. It is, see here, 7:31. Got about 5 hours of sleep from when I went to bed. I'm getting a little bit more sleep, and I'm gonna get up and walk you guys through the day. All right, it's about an hour later at 8:45, and I realized that I'm not gonna feel any better, so I might as well just get out of bed and deal with it. So, step outside here, and boom, sun's in the eyes. So, like I told you guys, because the sleep schedule was so cooked yesterday in order to actually record, I woke up at 7, and I didn't even wake up at 4 to thing. I don't even remember being awake. I just teleported to 7 a.m. So while it sucks, I have no doubt I'll be able to fix the schedule and wake up at 4 for tomorrow, because I'm already pretty darn tired. So getting to bed by 7 should be pretty normal, and I have client meetings anyways, so it's one of those days. It's just gonna be a little bit shorter. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna jump in the pool to wake myself up again, which I do not as my normal routine, but whenever the sun is out, I like to do it. And then I'm gonna take you guys through my Monday client meeting day, which, as I transition more and more to a media company, you guys notice that I'm increasingly more happy on Mondays, because my Mondays are getting increasingly more chill. Three, two. Not fun. Now, something I've been trying to make an effort to do for you guys that I want to get a lot better at is adding filmmaking concepts and actually creating a cinematic experience, rather than me just like picking up the camera every once in a while, and doing it in a way that is sustainable for, of course, me having to do all the other work that I do as well. And the way that my life is changing to at the media company, like I said, it's getting easier and easier to do that. One of the things that I don't want to just upgrade my gear immediately again, but I need a third camera still to replace this phone. And instead of buying another Canon EOS M50, I was thinking of going ahead and buying an Osmo Pocket 3. I have a friend who's a really big fan of them. But what it will do is it's like a little mini vlog camera that shoots 4K super high quality, and I can also use as the final camera. It's actually more expensive than the Canon EOS, even though it doesn't shoot as well. So I was thinking about purchasing one of those. I'm not going to yet, but in the meantime, what I'm gonna be focusing on in today's video, and let me know any feedback that you guys have got, is I'm focusing on having a sequential story that I'm actually walking you guys through. Now, I do the same thing every day usually, so it's a pretty simple story to develop, but telling it like a actual vlog and like an actual film would, in a way that's engaging. And I'm gonna slowly start making a pack that I use for editing with certain music and all this stuff here. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. I'm gonna try my best and gonna keep getting better. After all of that recording yesterday, it feels awesome to not have to put any effort at all into my appearance. We got the hat, we got the hoodie, and we got the shorts on. Now, one of the things that I want to do more is action shots like this, where I'm actually just moving around and doing stuff, like putting my journal on the desk here, or putting things away, because apparently these are more engaging to people than me just sitting around and doing loops around the pool talking. So if I can minimize what I say and actually just do it, like grabbing this cup, grabbing this thing here, and taking these over here to put this guy in the garbage, and yeah, just do a little bit more of a demonstrative approach, I'll say, it will be more engaging towards you guys to actually soon. So yeah, that is something I have been thinking about doing, and I do not know why my aperture was locked like that. That was super weird. So let me... Okay, so that's boiling. Now we have to go back here, and what do we have to grab? We have to grab this jug. Got it. Cool. And then we also need to grab this coffee cup. Boom. Got it. And then I don't think I can hold anything else, so we're gonna do a little pit stop here. Going to put this down, put this down. Now I gotta go back to the room, which had a little change. Not me, but there's a little, grab this workstation back here so you guys can see. All right, we're moving. It's a great way to wake up. There's some remaining tea in here, so. It's cold but gold. So I got that done. I think we're chilling. Just gonna move this off. And yeah, I will keep you guys updated as I do the meditation. Wait, I got something cool to do. I forgot to put these two up last night. And if you look at my current alternatives, Alex Hormozi is just this pin in Las Vegas where his headquarters are. And this is not Iman. This is Black TJR that I have here. So let me fix this right now. And I'll show you guys what it looks like afterwards. But I'm gonna get this looking better. We're gonna get Alex. Crap, I forgot these are actually in the wall. It is quite freaking journey to get these guys through. Boom. Alex Hormozi. Done. Iman. Black Iman. Fuck, where's Dubai? I just lost it. Found it. Dubai. Man, it's crazy. Because sometimes you look at the globe and you think, darn, everything is so far apart. But then sometimes you look at it and you go, it's so close together. Like, Russia is right here and Japan's right there. They're pretty much neighbors. And, I mean, it's just crazy. You forget the dynamics of how other parts of the world actually have to kind of like coexist with each other. Especially as North Americans, where you grow up and it's just Americans, Canadians, and I'm seeing Mexicans for the first time. And you also get Indian immigrants now and immigrants from other countries. But there's no like cross-country politics. Canadians and Americans are by and large the same people. So yeah, very interesting. Nothing like a morning tea. Nothing. Looks like we already have pressed coffee. Let me do a test, make sure it's not dog. No, it's actually pretty good. It just happens to be cold. So in this situation, where I don't want to wait for this to steep, I'm gonna grab this. We're gonna take you on over the microwave. Microwave open. You go inside, cozy up, get the heat all around you in the chamber. So now we wait for Mr. T to steep. Pro tip, when you are making tea, you want to pour the water on the tea bag on the way up to make sure it gets out. It's a loose ball knowledge. I've been doing this for almost 2 decades now, so I don't play about my teas. Now, what I want to do here is I've got my usual downtime where I'm supposed to focus on my mindfulness. So what I'm going to do is exactly that. All right, you are this coffee. Okay, so now is actually time to practice mindfulness and to come back and close these doors. It's kind of like shooting my own like little cinematic universe here. But what I've been doing, and you guys have been seeing this, I've been recording my meditation. And what that means is that I don't actually know how long I'm sitting down here for. So I kind of just do it until I wake up. Yeah, so I'm gonna do it until I open my eyes again and I'm like, okay, I'm happy, I'm ready to start the day. And you guys see me smiling because I try and practice gratitude and think of happy thoughts as a part of what I do in my meditation and my visualization. So if you guys see me like smiling like this, that's why. All right, so I just moved everything over to my room, but I want to take one final input of the sun before I get to my desk. I have about 30 minutes before my first meeting, I believe, but if not, I should get inside right now because I actually have to check that. Anyways, here is the action shots that I'm trying to practice. So lock the door there as I walk on through, close the door behind me, barn doors here, boom, then low angle, I kick my PC on, boom, cool, bang. Now we are getting on the computer, so what does that process look like? Well, I'm happy you asked. So take the hoodie off, open these little things here. I saw this other brand that does this called Here's. It's actually pretty cool. They're run by people in the internet money space. And I'd seen them before because the guy like Vince Nijhoff, who's friends with Daniel Dalen and all those guys, kind of like the Netherlands ecom guys, they, I think, are a part of it. So then I put the AirPod Maxes over, and now I can't hear anything. The outside world might as well not even be real, especially when I hit that. You guys probably hear a loud ass hairdryer. I do not. So that is the beauty of this. And all right, we're gonna do some co-working today. So, hey Jordan. All right, guys. So I want to talk about something that I just did that I think everybody should do. I think this is applicable to everybody. And what it stemmed from is I want you to add up the amount of money that you spend on subscriptions and just do it. You will be so surprised, and you multiply that by 12, you'll be so surprised how much money you waste. And one habit that I picked up when I read the book Titan, which is John Rockefeller's biography, is his dad was a traveling sales guy. So he'd leave and John's mom wouldn't know how long it would be until he came back. And this is before, like, John Rockefeller was the first quote unquote evil Rockefeller. So these are like good. This is on his come up. So his mom would have to track every single dollar to make sure that she didn't spend over before his dad would come back. And so as a habit, he developed literally writing down every single transaction he ever did with any single dollar amount forever. And he continued that for his entire life. And when I read that, I was like, oh, I need to do this. And I started doing it. I've been doing it for almost a year now. As you guys can see here, I've been doing it for many months and months before this too. And tracking every single dollar you spend is the easiest way to have a very high level of financial literacy for your own stuff. So just today, kind of like sitting down, I managed to save $298 a month by just getting rid of a bunch of these subscriptions that I didn't need anyways. So now my subscription stack is only $190 a month, which is pretty darn tame compared to the fact that it was $500 plus a month before this. So yeah, you just always want to cut things down. And even I see two things that I can cut down here and just be more efficient, like getting rid of my Slack and then even my G Suite, because it's my personal email anyways, and that cuts it down to $147 a month. So having this extreme level of financial literacy and also being very, very aggressive with cutting costs is a common trend between Facebook, Amazon, any big company you can imagine, they do this. And the reason why is because it gives you so much more ability to invest into what's actually important. And yeah, I just recommend everybody do that. Nice. Okay guys, so I finished my first 2 client meetings, and as you guys can see here, I am learning editing. This is day 1 of me learning Premiere Pro, learning how it works, learning how to do it, and because of that, the second monitor is back. I realized that that's actually very important for editing, and I don't like it vertical. I actually really like it side by side like this. It kind of feels like I'm in a spaceship. I might honestly buy a third monitor and just have like a crazy ass, boom, just like crazy thing around me. But I really like the way that it is kind of set up right now. So I'm just tweaking it and getting it exactly how I like it. But so far, I think it's been a very, very good decision. So yeah, I'm going to continue video editing and preparing this, and I have a few more client meetings to do, and then I will update you guys with the progress on that. Hey, how's it going? Good. I just got your video actually ready to go live. Okay boys, so I just finished a whole bunch of calls. It is 3:33. Monday, as usual Mondays go, where I am done a lot of calls. However, I woke up later today, so I'm not actually that tired. I'm gonna triage, I'm gonna get this video uploaded because I didn't actually get to do it. Then I'm gonna triage a sales call that I had booked, like say what's up to the dude. And then after that, I am going to go ahead and probably go for a run and then start to focus on cutting up my video before I go to bed. But yeah, sweet day and push. All right guys, so I got the video uploaded. I didn't want to do this, but we're running. So we're about 3K in. I run zone 2, so I'm not like dying, but I'll keep you guys updated. Okay guys, so I just finished my minimum input run. For me, what that means is like 4.5K, 5K. Do it zone 2. I'm usually either on the phone while I do it with a friend or just listening to music, chilling. Did that, and now what I like to do is just walk back. And I think about kind of the business, random thoughts sometimes, doesn't always have to be business oriented. Usually it's just about YouTube videos and stuff like that there. Like right now I'm thinking about how I can position the media company in a certain way. And that's really the only thing that I've been thinking about. Outside of that, I am doing pretty chill stuff. Like I make my videos, I'm gonna come home, edit. I'm gonna come home, probably do the media company description integrations into like my YouTube description. Then what I'm gonna do is go ahead and cut up the video. Gonna do that. That's gonna be a big kind of lever to pull. So I wanna make sure that is taken care of. And then after I'm done doing that, I'm gonna edit this video and go to bed. And something that I wanna try, maybe I start today, I don't know how tired I'm gonna be, but I wanna start putting more production value into the videos, like I kind of told you guys. So what that looks like is doing the time lapses, but having kind of a theme song and music I use there, and really just trying to create my version of how Casey Neistat does his videos and make it this daily engaging series. And I think mine's gonna be a little bit more long form because I wanna spend more time documenting and less time cutting up and making it look a certain way. So they're not gonna be hyper edited like Casey's, but I do want them to have a good production value where when somebody hits on my video, it constantly has a theme and kind of goes and has a style and template that I just double down on, because once I build a template, it's built and I just have to install it every day. It's really just the work of building the template once And then from that point on, I keep getting leverage returns just by installing the editing style to every video instead of leaving it as raw footage, skipping out on maybe 5 to 10 minutes of editing, and because of that, losing the ability to reach tens, if not hundreds, if not millions, if not hundreds of tens of millions of people with the content I'm producing. So I will go ahead and get that taken care of probably this evening. And if I get all that done, I consider it a success. It's also great practice since I'm learning how to edit on Premiere. I took the double monitor down last week because I was like, oh, single monitor is better for focus, but single monitor is like a death sentence for editing compared to having a dual. So back to dual, and I don't like the vertical one. I like the kind of long horizontal look. It's doing well so far. So I'm gonna keep things like that and keep doubling down in that respect. And if I can just keep improving that style, I will be very happy with the progress I'm making. So I'm gonna continue my walk home, keep thinking, and then kind of come to you guys with an update when I get home on how the work's going. All right, guys, it is around 7:30 and I'm just getting ready to go to bed. I already took my melatonin. I got a new journal, my old one here. We are on the last page, so I'm just going to actually do it live with you guys. Let me end this bad boy off. It's always a little bit sentimental to do this. I'm gonna write the end, and then to be continued. You guys know One Piece? Some One Piece ball knowledge. Boom, to be continued there. Cool, that's put away. Onto the new journal. What our goals for this thing are. So today is 10:06:25. Let me make sure that's right. It is 10:06:25. Sweet. So my goals for this journal, 2026. So number one, I want to hit 100K, or I already have 100K subs on I'm Alex Newman. Then I want to hit, by the end of the year, starting from scratch, I want to hit 10K subs on @Alex Newman Personal. Newman Personal. And I'm gonna keep writing these and I will keep you guys updated because my phone's about to die. Sweet, guys. So it is 3 minutes to 8 o'clock and I can take this off now. I'm just about to grab my laptop because pretty much my nightly routine is I grab my laptop, as you guys can see here, and I just like sit here as I get ready to go to bed. I'm trying to wear my blue light blockers more while I do this and then just edit the video. So I have my phone where I airdrop all the files to my main computer, and then as I lay here, I just edit it up, get it posted. Usually I'm asleep before the the video's even uploaded. I wake up in the morning and double check. Or I've had multiple times where it'll be like 3 a.m. I'm lying down and I'm like, oh, let me make sure the video's good. So yeah, so I just clicked on something. So that was really the only thing, and yeah, it is interesting. So what I'm gonna do now is get to editing. As you guys can tell, I'm probably beat, and I will update you guys as, I guess you'll see, you're watching the video I uploaded, so there's nothing to update you guys on. See you at 4 a.m. tomorrow. We all want to get the editing and the production and the vlogs better on this, make it more entertaining. So yeah, that's the plan for this month, is get an editing template for you guys and just keep posting daily. So yeah, peace.